Listen to this podcast right now! Do you want to hear a fucking podcast about anything and everything? Yeah. Like movies, music, television, and more?
Oh my god.
Well, you've come to the right place.
Yes.
Subscribe to Journey into Comics Network, and you get Podcastrophe, hosted by me,
Yes.
Dick. Why not throw a couple bucks to the Patreon? It's your choice. Yeah. This is a Podcastrophe.
That sounds so awesome.
The following
Journey into Comics.
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 Network.
production.
This is a tasty burger.
You ever tried shawarma? There's a shawarma joint about 2 blocks from here. I don't know what it is, but I want to try it.
Do you want some coffee, Mr. Tully?
Do I? Yes, have some. Yes, have some.
Is butter a carb? Will you stop eating?
We elves try to stick to the 4 main food groups. Candy, candy canes, candy corns, and syrup.
I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Foodies Watching Movies, a show about food and movies and us because we are the foodies.
Well said.
I am Andrew, or AP, or Poor Boy, whatever you want to call me. That's my name. Joining me, as always, is Nate. How you doing, Nate?
Yo. Talking to the mic, AP. How's it going?
I am talking to the mic.
No, you sound great. You sound fantastic. I'm doing good, man. It's interesting because anybody listening on the Journey into Comics Network, Monday we did Journey into Comics.
Yes.
For the first time in like an actual long time, we've already recorded that shit. It's not going to happen after this. It's already happened.
You don't talk about it like that will be recorded, done.
No, we did
future.
it. We worked. We
It's
did
done.
work. It's great. It was good. I can't. I'm glad that people are listening to it.
This is just AP week on Journey to Comics Network.
Yeah,
I'm
you've
just gonna
taken over.
I'm just have to show up on the live stream on Podcast right now just so I can be on their episode.
Yeah, you should still talk into your mic though.
God damn
it! I'm just
so close. 4 minutes in. Also joining us is Veronica.
How's it going, dude?
I'm doing fine.
Good.
It's
I'm
late.
happy to be here.
And I have
It's
coffee.
late. Oh my god, this is damn good coffee,
Do
Sarah.
we need more coffee?
No, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe.
The cat of our survival.
Anyway, yeah, this coffee is stellar. I had a very, very long day, preceded by a very long night. So I'm real tired. I had to work. And this coffee is everything right now. I'm pleased.
You guys are
Great.
the pour over people. Like I don't know many other people who do the pour over coffee, and it's good. I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sarah's
Just right.
all about the coffee. It has to be just so it's curated.
I just like the dark roast. Dark roast is always my way to go. Dark roast, a little cream, a little sugar.
Dark roast. We get the Bright Sky blend from Starbucks because
The blonde
we
roast.
like that shit.
You're fancy.
It's a
Starbucks
blonde
people.
roast, so it has a ton of caffeine in it.
Yeah, it'll punch you in the face.
It's really good. It's the best one.
I had a bag of Death Wish that was awesome.
Death Wish.
Death Wish coffee. Have you ever had it?
Yeah, it's
never
a
had
Chicago company.
I've heard
Yeah,
of
I believe,
it.
it's just under the legal, or it's just under the max legal amount of caffeine you can have. And I was like, yeah, coffee.
Okay.
Don't have
how
two
to,
cups.
How to make you? How
Yeah.
to make you feel?
I was awake. I was woke.
I need that
No
kind
way.
of coffee in my life. Death Wish, you say?
Officially, the
Death
episode title. I am awake.
Yeah. Maybe woke.
As you can hear, Sarah is also joining us.
Oh, yeah, that's me.
Yeah, she provided the wonderful Bright Sky blend coffee we are drinking now.
It's actually halvesies.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Oh, is
there
it the
was-
breakfast blend too?
Yeah, and the breakfast
Motherfucking
one.
Target, they were out of our usual.
Yeah. We
Those
like
guys.
basic stuff
Silly
right now.
Target.
I want to explore new coffees, but, that was on sale for $5.99 a bag.
Speaking of coffee, do you guys like your coffee sweet?
No.
She
Are you
is
straight
an old
black?
man and likes black as night
Strictly.
coffee.
Yeah.
You like your coffee like you like your Batman?
Like she likes her
I
Danzig.
Black as
So?
night. Black as night. I love
Black as
that.
night.
No, she likes it like she likes her Danzig, blackest of the black.
Correct.
There you go. But yeah, I guess speaking of, sweetness, this is the Halloween episode. I really haven't even said that yet. This is coming out
Yes,
on
happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween. Halloween.
All Souls Day? All Hallows? No, it's not Hallows.
I remember
All Hallows
Halloween.
Eve.
Hallows Eve. Yes. So, speaking of Halloween, everyone remembers the best part of Halloween when you were a kid, and that is all the candy you get from strangers, because that's the only day you can take candy from strangers.
Oh, sure, I remember.
I remember
Halloween.
I remember trick-or-treating.
Yeah.
Just don't take the candy that's in the opened bag. Or it's like, I assembled this for you. Don't take the...
I just read this interesting headline that I didn't click on because I didn't want to. It was talking about, I think it was Pennsylvania or somewhere out east, that if you are over 12 and you're trick-or-treating, it's a misdemeanor.
It was like Chesapeake or something like
12?
that.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Virginia.
It's 12 and under, you can trick-or-treat, but if you're over 12, you can get a misdemeanor and up to like 30 days in jail or some shit.
Yeah, it was
Really?
extreme. It was
That's a little
extreme.
I feel like 12
Yeah.
is like when they finally let you trick-or-treat without your parents. Maybe 10. But I feel like
I
12 's
know,
that
that's
now.
the difference between our childhood
Look.
trick-or-treating and what my kid, Ollie, he's going to be 5.
I think
They
these
don't even let
kids...
you... They didn't let you go door to door. I feel like a lot of things I saw, at least in...
Trunk or treat.
I saw trunk or treat. I've seen parents chauffeur their kids in cars, have them run up to the house and back.
Don't they do like the mall shop too, where it's like
in the mall ones.
Ollie and I do the trunk or treat thing at the local high school.
It's
fun for him, because he gets to get a shit ton of candy.
I just remember
Like
you'd have your whatever. Either you come with you have those little plastic pumpkin, or you have so you just go with a Jewel or
the McDonald's
paper bag or
McDonald's
something.
bucket, bro.
Oh yeah,
That's what I was rocking.
I think my favorite thing about when you went trick or treating with friends is at the end of the night you could you'd get in your poop, you dump your piles out, and then you trade candies.
That was always fun. And then my mom and I, after she took me trick or treating every year, we would play candy store, and we would sort through all of the good candies, and she'd take all the ones that I didn't like, which she always got all the Snickers because I hated Snickers.
You like Snickers?
No, I hate Snickers.
God, it's my
I
favorite.
don't like peanuts,
But
but I love peanut butter. Isn't that weird?
What's your favorite?
Problems.
What's my favorite candy?
Well, let's break it up. Let's do favorite with chocolate and favorite without chocolate.
Good idea.
Ooh, love it.
Because otherwise,
definitely
otherwise
different
it's
categories.
Now we're cooking with gas.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, so right out of the gate, I can answer this easily.
Okay.
Favorite chocolate is a Snickers, easily, hands down. It is the best, easily the best milk chocolate candy bar on the market.
Remember the other day when I bought you a Snickers bar and it said instead of saying Snickers, it said defensive. I was like, dude, Nate needs this one.
Oh, is that because they do all those?
They put different words on them now.
It's
so
like the Pepsi, share a Coke with a, or no, it's Coke. Share a Coke with
they put
share a Coke with a Pepsi.
That would be the best.
Anyway,
Share a Coke with a Pepsi.
All right.
Snickers,
my favorite non-chocolate.
Yeah.
Watermelon, Sour Punch Kids or Sour Patch Kids. The watermelon slices.
Were Sour Patch? Oh, the watermelons. I was saying there were Sour Patch Kids a thing even when we were kids trick or treating. I thought they were later. The Sour Patch Kids.
I don't know.
Do kids get Sour Patch Kids for trick or treating? Or are you just saying what your favorite candy is?
That's true. We're doing retro.
Exclusively.
This is retro?
Okay. When I was trick-or-treating, let's get into it. It's even easier.
Got the bite
That
size.
was not clear.
Snickers and then M&M's. Or not M&M's, Skittles.
Yeah, that's
I love Skittles.
Skittles is the way to go.
And it was always
Skittles.
about the orange Skittles.
I never ate the orange or yellow ones.
What is my favorite?
So weird.
Orange and yellow Starburst and Skittles are my favorite.
See, you guys are fucking weird.
See, I would have
I'm all
hung out
about
with
that
you.
pink and
I would
red
have hung
life.
out with you, so I got your leftovers because those are my favorites. You can have those pink and red ones. Who wants those?
No, I don't either. I don't
everybody
want them.
does because they even sell bags of them exclusively, just the pinks.
So you're the kid when they get the little 2-pack of Starburst, they open up and it's the orange and yellow. You're like, God damn it!
Yeah, I get super
2 yellows.
fucking offended when that happens to me.
Score.
Same thing that happens when I open the assorted fruit flavored Mentos. If I don't get a pink one right off the bat, I get super mad.
The pink ones are
Do you flip
good.
to the other side and be like, there's gonna be one on this side for
Yeah,
sure.
I do.
And if there's not a pink one there, and you're like,
And then they all spill in my purse.
Yeah, they sell the all pink pack, I think.
They do.
I know.
Yeah.
I bought them. They're magnificent.
One thing I found, I don't want to get off topic. So let's move on. So we got Nate's.
Mm-hmm.
Skittles,
You said-
Snickers.
Yes.
I haven't said. It was always kind of like a little tie between Three Musketeers and Milky Way and Butterfingers.
Mm-hmm.
Like those were my jam.
Oh, the Butterfingers.
I really, really like Milky Way though, because it's like a Three Musketeer, you know. Oh man, and then the Twix.
Do you know Veronica's
there's
telling
so
me
many.
about the Three Musketeers /
I know my
Milky Way
answers.
thing? She's telling me that, okay, so check it out. It's like Three Musketeers, base level. It's just nougat. Then you have the nougat and the caramel. Oh my God, we're at a Milky Way. It's delicious. It's the second evolution. It's the Ivysaur of this story. But then you have the trifecta perfection with nuts, the Snickers, which is the Venusaur, and who the hell wants an Ivysaur? That's my argument. Case in point.
But she said Twix.
Okay, so what's
The
the
Twix-
Take 5?
Oh,
The
Take
Take 5
good.
is king.
But Take 5s are new. They didn't
I
have
know,
those back-
modern candy, yes,
Whoa,
but
shit.
sorry.
Take
It's
Fives
okay.
are magnificent. My sister turned me onto those.
Remember the
a couple years
whatchamacallit?
ago.
The
No,
whatchamacallit,
never
yes, I
whatchamacallit.
do.
I think it was the candy with the wasn't the M&Ms
Yeah, I
in
remember
it?
those.
It was like the candy bar
Whatchamacallit?
with M&Ms in it. Wasn't that the whatchamacallit?
Yeah, had a little bit of everything.
Well, I didn't finish saying what my favorite.
Sorry.
What's your
candy was.
non-chocolate?
My non-chocolate. I loved Starburst,
Yeah, that's actually I think that's
and I
fine.
love Airheads.
Those are. I always loved one thing we always did with the Airheads was you'd shake it so the Airhead would compress into a smaller block at the end of the package. 'Cause we
I
What?
never did that.
That's genius.
yeah, because you know it comes in that the long little stick.
It's physics.
So you shake it down and all the material comes in. It comes a nice bite-sized piece. You don't have to rip it off. You just throw it in your mouth and chew it.
What
The more you
fuck?
know.
Do you know how many years old I was when I learned that? I was today years old.
How about you, Sarah? What was your favorite?
Oh, well, chocolate candy. Chocolate candy, I'm going to say Butterfinger. That was always my favorite.
I love Butterfingers.
And then non-chocolate candy. I'm going to say Twizzlers, but only the 90s version because they've changed them.
Yeah,
They're
90s
like
are
plasticky
really
now.
different.
Yes, they have. They're different. They're
I
like
haven't-
sticky when you open them now. Like they never used to be sticky when you would open them. But
and they were a little bit softer.
yeah, I liked those. But I'm gonna have the third kind of in the middle category, and I'm also gonna say the Charleston Chew because that one was one of my favorites, and I don't know what to categorize that as because it's not
candy
really
bar.
chocolate.
I feel like if I made a pile, it would
but-
end up in the chocolate pile, but it's not.
Yeah, it's not It's mostly like a marshmallow.
Right.
You know?
I'd still consider that a chocolate thing, though.
It is a chocolate.
Okay, well that's
covered-
my runner-up then.
Yeah.
Okay.
My middle of
I
the
remember
road.
those. Those were good.
And, in the
Yeah.
middle of the road. I agree with V though. Twix are delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've had a
they're
Twix
my
in
jam.
Yeah.
forever.
Really good.
Actually, there's a Kit Kat sitting in my.
I was
car?
just going to bring up Kit Kats and talk about how I really wish they would have kept the strawberry shortcake ones or whatever the hell they were. The strawberry
Oh
ones.
man, they
Yeah,
were
strawberry Kit Kats.
ridiculous.
I found them at a Walgreens one day.
You know what I
It was
feel
the
like
best day.
happens? I feel like we go into these portal dimensions where we find these really weird foods that only
those Fruity
exist for
Pebble
one
Oreos.
time.
Yeah.
The Fruity Pebble Oreos. They don't exist. They
I had
never
like
happen.
2 bags of them. We got them twice.
Fruity Pebble Oreo?
Yeah, and they were amazing.
Yes.
They were the best.
No, I'm trying to think back. I don't think Oreos were ever a trick or treat candy.
No.
That I remember.
No.
They never
I
they
feel
never made
like
them in a small pack. Like, never,
My
like,
sister would get them. You know, she and I are like 7 years apart. She's younger than me, and she would get packages of like the 2 packs of Oreos and Chips Ahoy.
Oh yeah. I do remember
I never
those.
got
remember
that.
those.
I never got that.
I don't think I got.
Do you
them,
know
but, yeah.
2 things? Twofold. One, I think that trick or treating is different because, like, especially in bigger towns, if your family's not there, you're less inclined to take your kid to your family's house. You're not going to just take them to friends or random strangers because you don't really feel that confident. I know growing up, most of the trick or treating I did was with my family, like going to their houses and stuff. And one of the things to segue directly into that that I miss so much. That's not a candy at all. But my great grandma used to make these popcorn balls.
Oh, I remember those.
And they were fucking the most buttery. No one on this planet could make them as good as she did. It's a lost art. She did them in such a way that they were just like, you could have them for 3 weeks and they would still taste fresh like day one. It was ridiculous.
Speaking of which, I can totally try to make those. I mean, I'm sure they won't be as good, but...
Well, no, if you're going to make them, they'll probably be there.
We do have a popcorn maker.
We do have a popcorn maker.
It's all ready to go.
That.
We could also go
to
get
make
gourmet
for
popcorn.
Christmas.
Yeah.
We could also go get gourmet popcorn from like Lady Popcorn.
There's a lady popcorn?
Ladies gourmet popcorn,
Is there a
yeah.
word popcorn?
I don't think so. I'm not actually sure.
I don't think it's Halloween talk anymore.
No, now it's popcorn talk.
Yeah.
I do
But
like
popcorn's still food.
Yeah, this is the Foodies Watching
Yeah, and
Movies
still
podcast.
talking about something I got from my grandma for Halloween.
Yeah.
But no, God, I want to trick or treat again. Damn it! I will say I
Go
do.
on Tuesday.
What was your favorite candy, AP?
Oh yeah, shit.
I'm kind of actually between both of you. My favorite chocolate growing up was always the Three Musketeers.
Oh, I love those.
I was like, because just when it came in that little package, you just peel it.
They were
there was
perfect.
There was nothing hard enough that you need to break off, and it just melts in your mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
those were so good.
Right.
Do you remember Reasons? Those chocolates?
Oh, yeah.
Those were really good. They were really hard and chewy.
Mm-hmm.
And then it kind of hurt your jaw to eat more than like 4 of them, but you always wanted to eat more than like 10 of them.
A bag of them.
Yeah, my stepdad loved those, and every year I would get him a bag of Reasons or gummy bears.
Twofold. Here's the candy. Some callback candies that are Halloween related. Motherfucking snow caps.
Ew.
That's a movie theater candy too.
Also a movie theater
that's
candy.
more movie theater candy.
But you could still get them at Halloween sometimes.
It's like powdered. No, it's like candy covered, or like chocolate chips.
Yeah, something like that.
Are we all in agreement that candy corn is awful?
Oh.
No, I love candy corn. What are you talking about?
Oh, it's horrible.
Like, I want a bag of candy corn yesterday. Why is it not here?
Well, it's going to be on sale
They stopped
soon.
making it 20 years ago, and it's just the same candy.
Is it really?
No,
Shit.
no.
Candy corn is awful.
Ancient.
I mean, it's you can have like
it hurts my teeth.
if there's
to
ever
even
a, if
think
there's
about
ever
them.
like a
Ooh, I can taste it.
Yeah.
Just thinking
if
about
there's
it.
ever like a dish out somewhere, I'll have like a handful, but I'm not going back. Like,
Okay.
I like the taste of it like once.
Here's the
but
deal.
I'm not gonna eat like a bag.
Oh, my mom used
They
to buy
made
it.
the candy corn M&Ms. They were fucking amazing. They were so good.
White
They were
chocolate,
so good.
artificially flavored.
Two-
White chocolate is not even chocolate.
things that-
it's some waxy,
Two
weird
things that don't
substance.
go together. That shouldn't go together.
Boo earns, you guys. Boo
I'm
earns.
sorry, but and then
Shut
my
down.
favorite non-chocolate, just because they both kind of taste the same, it's Skittles or Starburst.
Yeah, I love
How
those.
about the Starburst?
Like if you put an orange Skittle in your mouth or an orange Starburst in your mouth, it tastes the same.
Also, what up, Junior Mints?
My dad liked Junior Mints. I was never a big Junior.
I like Junior Mints.
I
Angie
like
Mints.
They're good, but it's like you eventually just have that full-on mint taste in your mouth until you just brushed your teeth.
We just watched
Yeah.
that episode of Seinfeld where he dropped a junior mint into the open body cavity, and it ended up like staving off of infection.
it was a
that
miracle.
saved
We
him.
will never know.
Yeah.
They're so refreshing.
Oh,
They're so
Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Oh, Seinfeld.
Oh, yeah. Also, shout out to Mike and Ike's.
Oh.
Those
Yeah.
actually are really good.
Mike and Ike's.
I loved getting a little box of that. That
They're
was
so to me.
Yeah,
Orange
I
and
like,
yellow.
I like
What did
that.
you guys go for as Halloween or on Halloween? What was like? Okay, let's redefine this. We are Foodies Watching Movies. What movie-based characters have you been for Halloween that you've enjoyed portraying?
When I was little, I was Cleopatra,
That's fucking
Nice.
dope.
like Elizabeth Taylor style Cleopatra.
Oh, I can see it. That's
my mom made
super
my costume.
dope.
It was so dope.
Of course she did. That's amazing.
my mom made me a Ninja Turtle.
That's
That's-
awesome.
that's
Which
cool.
one?
Which one?
Donatello.
No, Mikey.
I think it was Donatello. Purple?
Wow,
Yeah,
you
Donatello.
Did it. Donnie was always my favorite.
He's the smart one.
I think I related more.
Intellect. Yeah, totally.
Mm-hmm.
Talking to your mic.
Yeah.
How about you, Nate? What was your
you busted you out.
memorable?
So a couple different movie memorable ones. I was Tommy Lee Jones's Two-Face one year.
That's awesome.
Had the
You have
full
pictures?
costume. I do somewhere at Dad's. Yeah,
We
we'll
should
pull
post
them
them
out.
on our Instagram.
Yeah, I'll have to find
Recreate
them.
it.
Oh my god, that'd be hilarious. That's where I had that terrible like waxy mask that was full face.
Oh, gosh.
And it stank so bad.
Just be that era of costumes again.
Oh no, please. I did Darth Maul when Darth Maul was super hip, and
That was-
just in 2001-ish.
You would have been what?
13? Yeah, just turned. But it was pretty cool. It was just like a face mask thing. It was lame. I mean, I wish it would have been
I was
cooler.
Darth Vader one year with the hard plastic, like the little rubber band that goes behind your head that always snaps halfway through, and you're just like holding it up to your face. Like
Sarah was Princess Leia one year.
Oh yes, I was.
Did you have do the buns, or did you get?
I
the buns?
did. I didn't have long hair then. I had short spiky hair then, so I had to buy the wig to do the buns. But I tried to buy the most quality wig I could. But I had like the tall go-go boots, the white very nice. The really tall platform ones, and then I made my blaster out of an old Nintendo gun, like a duck hunt gun.
Duck hunt.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I
Sweet.
painted it gray, like I painted it like gray and all these different colors for black and stuff. Yeah, and then so I had my blaster,
That's good.
It was I liked that costume. That was a good one.
One of the earliest costumes I was Michael Keaton's Batman.
Really?
I was very little. Yeah.
You liked your Batman even
You
back
also
then.
were Dennis Rodman.
Oh God!
I was gonna say, let's ask him if he's ever been any basketball players.
You're gonna get me kicked off my own network.
Were you
like
did you
Megyn Kelly? Okay.
You didn't do blackface or anything, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
And arms.
How old were you? 8?
I was like 7.
Did you have the colorful? No, you didn't have the colorful hair back then.
Yeah, he did.
Did he?
Oh yeah, I had
Yes,
orange hair.
has pictures of
Did
it.
And
you
you know
slick
what?
your hair back
I
and then
even
and spray it?
I had buzz cut.
Oh, so
I even got clip-on jewelry. Oh yeah. Like,
you were obsessed with Dennis Rodman as a kid, weren't you?
Everybody
Well,
was in the 90s.
Okay, hold on.
I
Time
know.
out.
It was Dennis Rodman,
AP.
Scottie Pippen, and Michael Jordan.
Am I running? Am
Yeah.
I going to run for president or not? We'll determine if I answer if there's a picture.
That came up on JIC.
Okay.
Oh, his dad has a picture.
God
I've seen
damn it.
Yeah, but it will
on the Instagram.
No.
I don't know.
No,
it's pretty.
This one is just
Dennis Rodman-y.
This one is
This
going to
one's for
just
friends
be
and family only.
That one,
Yeah.
Nate gets ousted from JIC because of
Yeah,
the picture. It's too bad PR. We can't get it.
It is on that level. Like
It was a different time back then.
small
It was
town.
a
You lived in
different-
a cornfield, man.
It's just
Whoa.
It wasn't
Central
Nate's fault.
Illinois.
He was a little boy.
Early 90s. It was
Yeah.
a different time.
And let me
Nobody
tell you
told
what,
you not to do that. They did.
all I
Yeah,
like,
nobody
Why
said
didn't
no.
anybody tell you not to do that?
It's like-
you don't know when you're a kid. You're just like, oh, this is what Dennis Rodman looks like.
It's like, Veronica,
you
like,
know?
try to do that with Ollie tomorrow and just see how that goes. It will not go well.
Yeah,
You'll get
don't
a phone
do that.
call. You'll be
Don't ever
you'll
do
be sent
that.
home. Like it's not.
I was really obsessed with the Bulls in that
Yeah, I want some more
era.
coffee.
Did you have a jersey?
I had
Like the
Pippen, Rodman, and Jordan all in the black and red because it
Oh
was
my
my
god,
favorite.
I
Did you have-
jersey.
did you have a-
loved my Bulls starter jacket.
Did you have
Never
a
had
Did
one.
you do Space Jam at all as a costume?
No.
Didn't do the Space Jam jersey?
I wish. It's one
Ollie
of the
liked Space
jerseys.
Jam.
Yeah, I
This might
love
be a
Space
second
Jam.
one.
Really?
Starring LeBron James.
And Bugs Bunny.
You know what's funny? Back in the day, when people found out Michael Jordan was going to be in Space Jam, people went, just like you're going.
I remember everybody being fucking stoked to see Michael Jordan in Space Jam.
Go to the Space Jam website. It's still the same one
It's
from the 90s.
still the same.
Really?
Yeah.
Still the rudimentary 90s Space Jam website.
It's still there.
Still
I've
super
checked.
cheesy.
Oh, holy shit! I
It's
gotta
great.
go.
There's not going to be the mobile app probably does not work. The mobile site probably does not load
I
properly.
can request desktop versions on my phone, so I'm
Fine.
going to do it.
Do it.
Is it spacejam.com?
Google Space Jam. I'm sure it'll come up.
Google Space Jam. That's something I never thought I needed to do.
That's also a really sad beginning of that movie. I don't play basketball anymore. No. Let's see. I was a Power Ranger.
Me too. Green Ranger.
Red Ranger. Go.
When we played
Go,
Power
go.
Rangers, I was always the Yellow Ranger because my friend always had to be the Pink Ranger.
You've just been the White Ranger. Show them all up.
Eh,
Or the Black
whatever.
Ranger.
I thought the Asian chick was cool, so I didn't care.
That was also vaguely racist back then.
You think?
The Pink Ranger had to be a girl, the Yellow Ranger had to be Asian, the Black Ranger had to be black.
Obviously.
And then that's when the new Power Rangers are like, I'll just mix it all up a bit.
Oh shit! This is legit, y'all. I am there.
Yeah, Space Jam.
It is
It's
old
real.
school.
Check it out, everyone.
It has Jam Central, Planet B-Ball, Lunar Tunes, Jump Station, Warner Studio Store, Behind the Jam, Sitemap.
I wonder what other cool like 90s
Oh.
websites are still up that we used to frequent when we were young.
I don't know.
I have to look into that.
E-Bombs World. No. I asked Nate this, and he off the air, but he didn't. But did you ever like keep all of, like, was all like your Halloween stuff like kept in like a box in the attic growing up?
Yes, and it's still in the closet at my mom's house. All of the costumes that we had, because believe me, we went all out every year.
Did you ever rewear a costume like the next year, like mismatch some stuff and make a new costume?
I don't know. Probably I played dress up a lot, and we like made home videos because it was the 90s, you know, and that was the fun thing to do. And I wore tons of costumes, and I was in dance.
All those dances.
So I had tons of recital costumes, and we were always just making costumes. That was like our thing. I loved it.
You freaked me the fuck out the other day. Ollie and I were down in the basement playing, right? And I'm just like in my own world playing with this little boy. And
it sounds really uncomfortable when you say it like that.
Damn it. It's not where I was going. But
you guys are downstairs playing Legos or something.
Yeah, we were playing Legos. We were, dorking around. And Veronica comes around the corner, and she's got this fucking, like, working wolf mask on.
It was actually a lion mask that my mom bought at TJ Maxx for her Halloween costume. And it has a chin piece in the mask.
So the jaw lines up with your jaw, so
it does. So when you move your mouth wide enough, it'll open the mouth of the lion, and it's super realistic.
If you have a big head, it does not work as well. So you can't get the jaw lined up right. So you're just like, so the mouth just kind of like works in a weird way.
I think you have to have the right size head because I was having a hard time getting the mouth to move.
Right. I tried on like
I had to exaggerate my mouth.
There was like a werewolf mask I tried on. I was just like, just was not. I'm like, just no, it just.
Nate tried on a really cute little bear mask the other day at Walgreens, like a big stuffed animal bear head.
For
we need to post that on our Instagram.
For sure.
Content.
Life is content. Content is life. I'm trying to think of other things I dressed up as Sting. NWO Sting, like Wolfpack Sting with the red and the black.
I've seen that picture.
Fuck yeah, Wolfpack for life.
That one could be released to the public.
That one's an awesome picture. I'm super proud of that.
Ooh, you know what we should do? Do you have any pictures of you dressed up in your Audrey Hepburn outfit?
Yeah, somewhere online.
Wow.
I think I do.
I have a picture of when I was Marilyn Monroe, and we should post the two side by side and put it on our Instagram because they were always like pitted up against each other.
Yeah,
in public.
That's funny.
That would be funny.
Yeah, I feel like
I didn't have the
there's a
blonde wig,
picture
but I had the
somewhere.
white dress, and I did the pose, with the fan blowing my dress up and stuff.
Nice.
Oh man! Anything cool you've recently been for Halloween?
I haven't dressed up for Halloween in years.
Yeah.
I was a dino last year for
I've
preschool.
been into the past 3 years. Liz and I have done couples costumes.
Okay, let's talk about it.
All right, I'll go just because I know it's cheesy, but it's fine. So the first one we did together, we were Bob and Linda Belcher.
Oh my God,
Bob's
love
Burgers.
it.
So I shaved it, just had the mustache, had the white shirt, the apron.
Oh my
Liz
God.
was Linda, so I had like the red shirt, glasses, apron. Last year we were Shaggy and Velma. That was pretty. So, and then last Friday we were Charlie Brown and Lucy. So I had a yellow polo with the big black.
You are Charlie Brown. Why don't you have a picture?
I'm the worst.
I can't believe you didn't take pictures.
No, we're dressing up again. I'm the worst. I'm dressing up again because we're gonna wear that for the trick or treaters. So we'll take a picture then, and I'll put it up. I'll give it to you guys for the Instagram.
Do it.
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
she needs a football too.
I know.
Get her a football.
Don't know if I'm going to resurrect Negan or bring out Corey Taylor this year for Halloween.
Negan last year.
I know, but I love whistling and
before,
creeping
didn't you?
people out. What up?
Didn't you do it 2 years in a row?
Yeah, probably.
I did see Dick's been big on the costumes. I saw he was.
Oh my God, he did Quail Man.
Yeah, that was adorable.
That was precious.
I did see
Yeah.
the underwear.
That was a good
I don't
one.
think he wore it.
Shout out to Dick, who is a longtime fan of Foodies Watching Movies, listens every other Wednesday on the Journey into Comics Network, and always remarks to me about something or other. So shout out to you, Dick, for checking out our show. We love you. And check out his show, Podcastrophe, tomorrow on both the Journey into Comics Network and his own feed, which is podcastrofepod.podbean.com. He wonders why nobody can find the show. It's because he only says podcastrophe.podbean.com.
Maybe I'll be on it. I don't know.
Hey,
And now everyone is confused.
Totally.
What's
So,
Friday's show?
Friday's show will be Kids for Sale.
Maybe I'll be on that one too.
Oh, shit. That'd be interesting. I don't
Show up
know
at
where.
Chris's house. Chris, I'm here for the show. Who are you?
Chris is like, have we met? It's me, AP, bro. Oh shit, I totally know you, kinda.
Just like and substitute as Ashley and just talk really.
Can you just say that's me?
That's me.
What is happening?
Oh, that was great.
We've been listening to a lot of Tenacious D lately.
Ooh, yeah.
Inspiration. Ooh, I love that movie, The Pick of Destiny.
Oh, I like that movie.
That was a great movie. That was so dumb.
It was so dumb.
I loved it.
I know, me too.
Well, they were making a sequel.
We're kind of.
that.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I think they're making a sequel to that too.
Yes.
They are. Yeah, I think
My
we
brother
posted
saw them
about
live.
that.
I'm still jealous about that.
Fucker.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
We
He's
just
in
watched a
California.
live documentary, or not documentary, I'm dumb.
Concert,
a live
yeah.
concert that they played in England.
2003.
And we got it for like $3 at Disc Replay. Shout out to Tony.
I actually
at Disc Replay.
just saw a Jack Black movie in theaters not too long ago. I saw that house with a clock in its walls.
Oh yeah, that's like
I never heard of that.
yeah, it was like an
I'm
adaptation
not
of
up
a
on the
book.
movies. For having a podcast about movies, I really need to pay attention.
I've probably seen the most of the people here.
I really want to see Sorry to Bother You.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that was weird, but good. But
It
weird.
looked good.
It's just super weird. It's probably going to be out on media, like on DVD or Blu-ray here soon. It came
Already
out a couple
is.
months. It is already out?
I do believe, yeah.
And that means Black Clans will not be too far behind. Both
Correct.
Good movies to see.
I didn't see either of them. I do want to see both of them.
I want to see both of those. I want to be
Just
Won't
don't
You
do
Be
this
My
double feature
Neighbor?
Like I did. That
I
was
want to see that too.
the
Mr. Rogers doc.
and then Tom Hanks is
Biopic, yeah.
Bad news about that one. Did you hear about what happened there?
A stunt person died
No,
on set or
it was
something?
like an Academy Award winning, like I think it was like a sound guy, like had a heart attack and then fell off a balcony. I was like,
Jesus.
yow.
That's awful.
Yeah, because they were filming like in an apartment. He was outside for a smoke break, and then I was like, that was it. He just heart attack
Peaced
spazzed
out.
him and fell off. I was like, yeah.
Whoa.
Usually you don't hear about that. Also I heard his like tragedy on Mr. Rogers set, and I was like, is Tom Hanks okay?
Damn, that's sad.
That is
I know, that's-
wild.
Poor guy.
So, shout out to that guy.
What an interesting way to leave the world.
That's a sucky ass way to
At
leave
least
the
he
world, I would
probably
say.
it was probably a good environment to be on that set, though. I can imagine Tom Hanks, Mr. Rogers. That's probably be a
Could you be
peaceful-
mine? Would you be mine?
Just do it.
Howdy
Would you be my
neighbor.
neighbor?
Won't you be my neighbor?
Just do a horror cut of that movie.
Oh my god.
What did I see?
It would be like the train leaving the Shining Time Station. Yeah, I remember. Shining Time
Just
Station.
him coming in, taking off the sweater, putting on something else on. You're like, uh-oh.
Puts on a butcher's jacket and like buttons it up
It
all
becomes
slow.
American Psycho, but with Mr. Rogers. Just like puts on the whole plastic. Like,
I saw the funniest American Psycho meme on the internet the other day. It was Patrick Bateman was sitting in his office with his headphones on, and the lyrics to a Danzig Misfits song were on it, and there was a little picture of Danzig superimposed in the back, like peeking through. It was so funny. Oh, it was Hybrid Moments. Yeah.
oh, Christian Bale. Actually, John, did you guys see the trailer for that new movie he's doing?
Oh, the he's
Dick
Dick
Cheney?
Cheney, yeah.
He looks.
The
like
movie is
Dick-
called Cheney, right?
Vice.
Or Vice. Vice, that's right. It was just one word.
The poster is basically like a Dick Cheney silhouette with like sunglasses.
he
on. I
gained
was
he gained like 45 pounds.
Yeah, and he said he did specific workouts to give him a thick neck, so he looked like he had Cheney neck going. I was like,
He
But
looks,
he
like,
looks like-
fucking Dick Cheney. It's
It's
crazy. I'm gonna
scary.
pull it up.
but like
for
all
sure.
you,
V
but if you
needs to
focus,
see.
all you just see that the Christian Bale mouth. You can't change that, so it's just like it's Batman mouth. Have him put on the Batman costume right now. I just want to see it. Just that on. Just 'cause there's
Dick
like,
Cheney is Batman.
You know, the Batman movies, I think we've talked about this on Foodies before, how I thought that they didn't hold up.
oh, because you from the have you guys done all of the classic Batman on Foodies?
No.
You did 89.
Yep.
You did.
That's it.
Oh, you didn't do. I thought you did after.
No, we haven't done one since. I want to do, and we talked about this is going to be the 90s bracket year for Foodies. So
There's a lot of Batman in 90s.
lots of Batman in 90s. Only one's making the list. Let's be real. It's only Batman Returns. Let's be fucking
Batman and
honest.
Robin?
Obviously.
It's got to be.
It is not fucking Batman and
But I want-
Robin,
I wanna-
AB.
But I liked it crazy.
We've talked about the Batman movies on the show. Like, we've just never, like, done reviews about them
Well,
or
we
whatever.
did the one riff track on the first movie.
I know. I know.
That was back when Foodies was more riff tracks.
Yeah.
Right.
We've evolved a lot since then.
Yeah, it's changed.
Because life
as
is
all things
content,
do.
and content is life.
Yeah.
When Nate starts his own social network, that's what's going to be called.
Mm-hmm.
Or that's going to be the slogan.
Well, yeah. So this is our Halloween episode. We should probably talk about some Halloween movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
Just
are you still looking up that picture?
It's just I got it. Little hocus pocus.
Oh, yeah. So the other day, Ollie and I watched Hocus Pocus in bed. Hold on a second. Now he's showing me a picture.
Bring it closer.
Yeah, hand me that. Thank you.
That's him not in character, but that's just him with the weight and the
Oh,
lack
my
of hair.
God.
He's a big guy.
The fuck?
You probably scroll down and probably see him as Dick Cheney.
He doesn't look like Dick Cheney to me.
You should see Steve Carell as Rumsfeld.
He looks...
Oh, that was crazy, too.
Especially as young and old Rumsfeld. He kind of looks like...
He looks like...
a serial killer.
He looks like he owns a bar...
in a scummy area.
In a like
in an Aryan neighborhood.
In a middle class area, and he just like drinks the night away.
And yells at women. Yells slurs at women.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's looking different. Oh, coffee.
Owl?
All right, I'm gonna go get some coffee. Yeah. Oh, I was talking about Hocus Pocus. Ollie and I, Ollie and I were watching it. He's seen half of it once before, but he fell asleep. So we watched it again the other day, and he loved it. And he keeps talking about how much he loves Sarah Jessica Parker.
Of course,
she's so pretty. She's so pretty, mommy.
That's funny.
Oh yeah. Okay. Now that I'm looking at a
With
picture
the
of her
wig,
in the makeup,
the wig and the
it does have
makeup.
he does have Batman mouth, but he does look like
Dick Cheney.
Batman.
I
Weird.
was gonna put the cowl on.
Weird, whatever.
Sticking out.
Looks like he's vying for an Oscar this year.
It'll be the Gary Oldman performance.
I love Gary Oldman.
Ooh, the Winston Churchill.
Yeah. Except Gary Oldman was just Gary Oldman in a lot of prosthetic makeup.
Hocus Pocus, by the way, just
holds up.
Celebrated an anniversary.
25?
Yeah, I think.
Or is
yeah.
it 30?
No, it was 25, I think.
Oh yeah, I think Sarah Jessica
'cause it
Parker's
came out
too
in
young
the
to be more than that because she was just
It
like
was a 90s
she was our
movie.
age then.
Mm-hmm.
She's probably in her early 30s.
Probably. I don't know. This movie came out in the 90s, and it was one of my favorite movies, and I'm so happy that Oliver loved it and thought it was
I
good.
think the cast got together recently for something.
They did for the 25th anniversary party.
That little girl is.
It was like
well,
last
she's
week.
like 40 now or something. She's not 40.
Thora Birch. Yeah, she's like 38 or something. I don't know.
The young kid.
Mm-hmm. I like her. She's been in a lot of movies I like.
Whatever happened to the rest of them? I know the guy who played Thackeray Binks is on a TV show now.
Yeah, I was on some cop show.
Yeah. But
Some like NCI blah 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 whatever. I don't know.
I remember when I did not know his name was Thackeray for the longest time.
You thought it was Zachary?
I thought it was Zachary. They were just saying it
And
wrong.
and that they all just had
saying
lisps.
it weird? Why is she saying Zachary? Does she have a
Thackeray.
weird lisp?
Yeah. I heard that, I don't know if this is true. Might be a question for Google, but I heard that the actor who played that character wasn't the same person who voiced him.
Yeah, it was. I think that is true. I think they had some. I think they just the guy didn't look the part to play the kid. I don't know.
Weird.
Because it was like I think it was an adult voice, but then they had a kid.
I felt slightly betrayed when I found that out. My like little
Lied to me.
teenage self that like fawned over Zachary Banks.
I'm pretty sure that voice was like an adult just talking.
Correct. It was Jason Marsden and Sean Murray were who portrayed Thackeray Binks.
Right.
Well, it's also
That's interesting.
the dude who played the zombie was the guy who was the creature in Shape of Water. Same guy.
Yeah, he's
that was one of his
creature.
early works. It was like he's flexible. He's a very gangly guy, so he can do a lot of that kind of prosthetic
And he's
stuff.
like super tall.
Super tall. Yeah, it's just it works.
Mm-hmm.
I just like when they cut.
He's a
What
really
do they call
great
her when
comic book
they
actor.
cut his? So what's the first thing he said to her?
What?
In Hocus Pocus, when they cut his mouth open, the stitches, he calls her the one witch a name.
Oh, a trollop and a wench.
Yeah. Oh, it was wench.
Yeah.
I should have thought it was bitch. I was like, they went in on a kids movie.
When I think of Halloween movies, I'm gonna go super cheesy. Like Hocus Pocus is a little bit of cheese. Ernest Scared Stupid is my
That's weird.
fucking
I was gonna say that next.
jam, man. It is so good.
I don't.
It is
I saw it.
creepy as
I don't remember any of
fuck.
those Ernest movies. I
It
remember
used to
seeing a bunch of them.
spook me as a kid.
When
the
the-
one part when they're
the
in like
tree-
bed and like he wakes up and like the monster's like next to him in the bed or something.
Yeah.
It's, like I don't even remember what it is. I don't know if that movie aged well or not.
True-
I haven't watched it since I've been an adult.
True story. I owned it on Blu-ray.
Yeah,
We
we
have
should
it.
probably watch that this season and see if it's aged
Totally.
well.
I haven't watched an Ernest movie since I went through puberty. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Ernest is a different time for sure.
He was Slinky Dog.
Yeah. Slinky Dog.
That voice. Oh, I'm trying to think. I mean, there's always you always go to the slasher films when you think of Halloween movies, like Halloween.
Did you see that?
I did not. I was going to. I didn't have it in me for 3 movies in a row.
Yeah, you did a double feature of what?
Of A Star Is Born
I
and
wanna
First
see
Man.
that.
So I got to figure out all that First Man controversy, which very unwarranted. You remember
Okay.
all that stuff with the? Did you hear any of that? First,
No.
Ted Cruz made this whole big fuss about they didn't show the planting of the U.S. flag, so it was a very unpatriotic telling, and how they were like something about minimalizing a big U.S. accomplishment.
Here,
but
let's take it all the way back. First Man, give me a brief synopsis.
First Man's the story of Neil Armstrong.
Badass. Now,
This movie is out in theaters.
there's controversy around it.
Yeah, when they first started dropping trailers for it, someone reported that they didn't show the planting of the American flag on the moon. And Ted Cruz, made a big fuss about it, and then it got caught on by conservative media outlets and all that fun stuff.
Beto for Senate. Oh, sorry.
Was a cough there?
It was a cough, sorry.
But I watched the movie because and it was in the back of my head because I was like, on Porn News and all that stuff, I had to read all that stuff. And but I watched the movie and it's still very patriotic. I don't know. They didn't show the planting of the flag, but they showed the flag.
You know what? I do remember I saw that somebody was saying that Ted Cruz was bitching because like they thought that like on the like NASA patches they had removed the flag and like in extreme
and they did.
cases.
They just showed. They just showed the wrong arm, but they had mirrored the image so it looked like it was. But on the other side, it was there.
Oh,
so it was just
yeah.
People. You can't judge a trailer by what the finished product's going to be. It's all cut differently and it was his story. It was very personal, and it was actually a very emotional ending that was much better than planting of the flag.
Oh, good.
And there's still plenty of flags in it.
So you would recommend it?
Definitely.
First
I mean,
Man.
it's a little slow. It was like 2 hours and 20 minutes. And if you get motion sick easily, I wouldn't recommend it because there's times that I had to go, nope, because there's a lot of, from his perspective, a lot of gyroscopic motion, so a lot of spinning and this and that, and
That was a good thing to bring up on this podcast. I
Totally.
appreciate you, AP.
yeah, because and that'll bring me out of the movie because I can't. Because I'll get if I start,
Totally.
like that's not a movie you should see in IMAX or 3D because you probably will throw up. It's like that. There was a movie that happened with.
Wasn't it that Sandra Bullock one?
Oh, Gravity?
Yeah. Wasn't that one that was making people get sick?
It has that kind of vibe to it.
And that movie got ripped to shreds by Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I didn't like that movie at all because it was so stupid and implausible.
Well, Neil deGrasse Tyson's like, her hair wouldn't move like that.
Yeah.
Like her hair wouldn't look like that.
Or that thing wouldn't float the way it was, or the tear wouldn't freeze on her eyelash, or
Yeah.
Or the foul. I just love the slogan. It's someone. I think someone roasted. What was his name? The guy in that movie. Famous actor, George Clooney.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
correct.
George Clooney. I forgot
how
he
George
was in
Clooney would
that.
rather drift off into space than be in a movie with someone his own age. I was like, yes.
I remember all the jokes when that movie came out. There was a
Right.
lot of funny ones.
Yeah, but I think Alfonso Cuarón won Best Director for that movie, so it got a lot of awards love. But it was okay. I have it on Blu-ray because it's a good movie,
Okay.
but it's not. I haven't watched it since I saw it.
Now, to go back to your double feature, A Star is Born.
Yes, the 4th remake of a movie that started back in 1934. Like, you know how old it was? Is that the woman who played Auntie M in Wizard of Oz was in that movie.
Whoa. Holy
And
shit.
I didn't realize it until I heard her voice. I was like, I know that voice.
Wow.
And I looked it up. I was like, oh yeah, that was one of her roles.
Wild.
Because she was an actress in like the 1900s.
I would like to do A Star is Born challenge where we watch all of them.
That's what I'm doing currently.
great.
I'm two in, 2 to go. Nate actually has got one of them. He has the 1954 one.
Correct, with Judy Garland.
Sweet.
I do
and
have that one.
I rented from Family Video the one from the 70s.
My Family Video closed. Oh.
It's going to become a Family Express.
What does that mean?
Bullshit.
It's a gas station.
Another fucking bullshit gas station in my town that I don't need.
I want a Family Video.
I wanted my Family Video. I remember when it opened.
I like Family Video.
In the 90s.
They're nice. And I actually learned something about Family Video, which for people who actually rent there, you can actually call and re-rent your movies.
Yeah, that's
and
real.
And they'll just put it on your account, and you just pay for it when you come back. And it's cheaper than a late fee, so do that.
Oh my God! To speak on that, just to Seinfeld it back to everything.
Yeah, we
were just watching that Seinfeld episode where George has rented. Was it Roxanne?
Rochelle.
Yeah, that's right.
Roxanne.
Whatever. But Kramer convinces him to not turn it in late not turn it in unrewound, but to just keep it one additional day and rewind it because it will be cheaper. And he does this, and then somebody steals the VHS tape from his car.
So they charge him $98 for Rochelle.
That's the one thing I remember. The VHS tape. You had the specific VHS rewinder apparatus at your house to put the tape in to rewind it, and all the video stores had them because people would.
I didn't have a special one.
I just used the VCR. I would just push the
rewind
button.
Whenever you pull out like your tape, and all of a sudden like try to pull it out and just.
I remember the
terror.
Yeah.
Crank it back and does it play? And then it's just.
We actually have a game that we're going to start this season on Foodies soon with VHS boxes. What we're going to do is we're going to go. Everybody's going to search.
Ton of VHS tapes.
So everyone's going to search for or look on in their own collections or whatever. I still have some in my house, and you're going to find descriptions of movies, and we're going to read them to each other and try to guess what the movie is. But you can't give away any major descriptors. So you can't
no
use
actors'
keywords,
names or directors' names.
Correct. So you just kind of have to generalize it.
Maybe we could do the tagline
does everyone still
too.
have the 2-tape set of Titanic?
Oh yeah,
The
somewhere.
big box.
I do. I have it.
Get all the
I
Disney
do.
clamshells.
I would never watch tape 2 though. After the love scene in the car, I would turn it off and say, "And they lived happily ever after." The end.
It's a whole different movie.
So what do you guys think about that Titanic talk?
Titanic 2 coming out 2022.
2022, the Titanic 2 will resail.
And take it the same voyage that the original Titanic took. Like an actual ship.
Iceberg's thinking, you think I'm playing?
Yeah,
I am playing.
I feel like that's silly.
Asking for it?
Tempting fate, maybe?
A little bit?
I don't know. I don't care. I'm totally about it.
Are they
would.
going to build a scale,
I
the same
boats.
size? Or what's it going to
Yeah, they've been building it for 10 years.
It's going to be an exact...
It's going to be
a full-scale replica.
A
They're
replica
rebuilding
of
it with original blueprints, I do believe.
And this time they won't crash to an iceberg.
And it's going from
knock on wood.
It's going to go in the same month, April.
I don't know if it's going in the same month.
I wonder if they're going to use different steel.
I have a feeling they'll probably have to use...
Well, I certainly would hope so.
They're probably using modern
modern code.
They'll probably use modern engines, too. They're not going to do an old coal-powered...
Correct.
Because they're going to use so it's a modern propulsion.
They'll have it look like it's coal powered, but inside there's a tiny engine that just powers the whole fucking boat.
It's nuclear powered.
Nuclear powered. Holy
I wonder
shit!
how much tickets would cost for that.
Do you want me to look it up?
The price of the original,
yeah,
$100.
Yeah, I don't know.
Can I be in the third class?
You get third class tickets. I'd spring for a promenade deck.
For the first class.
Yeah, I'd want first class.
Everyone has to wear formal dress all times, coat and tails.
See,
all meals.
You joke about it, but I really wish that was real.
Coat and tails.
That would be so fun.
What's the reason? Why I think
I never get to get dressed up.
Aside from society and technology, I think the 50s, 60s year would have been a time period to live in.
Yeah.
If you could just take that. The fashion of that time and just bring it to now, but have the technology, everything else of today.
That'd be dope.
Totally okay with that.
That'd be dope.
They do not have
if I could be in a suit with hat, but with air conditioning, because that would be awful at the time without air conditioning.
Yeah.
No ice boxes, no nothing. What's up?
No shit.
So they don't have official ticket prices yet, but the ship Titanic 2 will cost $500 million.
To build?
That's stupid.
Correct. That is stupid. So all I'm
would just rather
saying
see a
is
Titanic 2 movie.
they're going to
Oh,
have
they
to sell enough tickets to make back $500 million. So tickets ain't going to be
Well,
cheap.
I mean, they're probably going to keep sailing it once it's done. If
Well,
everything goes
yeah,
through. It's just
it'll
gonna
be
keep
a
sailing forever.
cruise
it's gonna go to New
liner.
York and then back.
Let me tell you something. I wouldn't bank on anything. Hope that you're making your money back in that first trip. You know what I'm saying? Like,
if things go really bad, they're just gonna start recreating the sinking of it, and just like have one that'll just slowly collapse and sink into the water, then pop back up. And then
be awful. Oh my
at,
God.
at least
the
now
worst ride
somebody.
ever.
At least now they'll be able. At least now they'll be able to live stream it if it happens. You know.
I went to the Titanic exhibit in Vegas last year, and it was so cool. It was really sad, though.
I saw
they actually had a whole piece of the hull that they brought
I
up.
wanted to see that in Vegas, but I kept not being able to do it. I did go
It's
to
worth
a
seeing it. I think
I did
it's
go to
at the
like
Luxor.
a one of those shows with like the ladies with the feathery shows.
Yeah.
What are they? They're not go-go dancers.
Showgirls.
Showgirls, and they did a Titanic scene in it with like the sinking of the Titanic, and I was like, oh, that's neat. And then that was the most exciting part of that.
Whoa! Every time I think about Showgirls, I think of this end credits of George of the Jungle, with the showgirls dressed up as like jungle ladies,
or the actual Showgirls movie with Christine.
I don't ever think about the movie Showgirls. No,
it's an awful movie.
Whoa!
Those just flew the fuck off my head. I'm done with that now.
It's the native of our existence right now.
Yeah, I'm showing up to fuck it all up.
Anyway, so yeah, we were in like Tangent City here. We were talking about Halloween movies. This is our Halloween episode, you know.
Yeah.
Well, since we've been like nostalgic about it, do you want to talk about like some of our favorite Halloween movies? If I'm more like...
Yeah, I was asking Sarah. I don't think Sarah AP answered the Halloween movie question. Only you and I did Hocus Pocus and Ernest Scared Stupid.
I didn't say anything, did I?
You Hocus Pocus, right?
Well, that was her favorite. That was
you just said that.
Oh, we opened up.
You guys were just talking about Hocus Pocus.
Sorry.
So your favorite would be...
My favorite Halloween movie?
Yes.
Well... Probably Hocus Pocus.
I didn't say it was, but it is. But
I didn't
insulted
say it.
by the fact that you brought it.
No.
Putting words in my mouth again. But in this case, they were probably correct. I also really liked Casper.
Oh,
like, that was a real good one.
Took my other movie.
Can we dive in? Can we dive into the thing about Casper that
was it Bill Paxton or
no?
Or Bill Pullman?
Bill
No.
Pullman.
See, there's
No, we don't have that Tumblr blog that we found.
Yes.
Oh my God, that was the funniest fucking thing we've ever seen. It was talking about like your sexual awakening with Casper.
Yeah,
as a child.
Wait, what?
It was
because Devon Sawa, you're not like a 13-year-old girl. You'll never understand.
No. Yeah, this is a 13-year-old girl like slumber party thing, and like
because he was a
boy.
Bitches loves Casper.
No. You know? It was their whole like romance. It was like the perfect
like the whole forbidden romance thing, and he was like clearly like into her, but he's dead. You know,
yeah, it was
dead after midnight or whatever.
Yeah,
it was a great movie.
Yeah, it was very fairy tale, but not like with princesses.
The little like ride they kind of took to get to the lab.
Yeah, it was very steampunk.
It was very that whole thing.
Lazarus.
Guess what I found?
Casper was my jam.
Yeah, mine
the
too.
ending when he had spoilers, but when he chose to not save himself but to save her dad.
Well,
so his dad was like ghost.
What are you showing me now?
BuzzFeed article from 1995 Glamour Shots.
Oh, you found the article?
Do you want to read it?
Oh my God, that's so
no.
funny.
I don't know if we should just read it.
It's a little weird.
Yeah, I don't know if we should just read it, but
Okay.
maybe we could cite it. Do you want to read the title?
How Devon Sawa and Casper caused my sexual awakening.
Was Devon Sawa? Was he the person who played Casper?
Yeah, he was the actor who played Casper.
Was he like a?
He was a
13-year-old
teen
kid?
heartthrob. He was
like
in
a
Now and
13-year-old
Then.
kid.
With
I was.
Christina
He was
Ricci.
one of my first crushes.
Duh.
Yeah.
He was one of
In
the-
1995, he was the hottest ghost boy I'd ever seen. That's
Yeah,
it.
that's when I was in middle school, y'all.
This was such a funny article. We related
Blue
so
Lagoon
hard.
for people.
Yeah, I was crying. I was laughing so hard about
With
that.
what's her face?
I don't know who's what's her face.
What?
With Brooke Shields.
Brooke Shields.
Yeah,
They made a baby
fucking
accident. How did they
loved
accidentally make it?
Blue Lagoon.
Like two kids just accidentally make a baby.
They didn't. They fell in love with each other and had
Just
sex
figured
and
it
had a
out
baby.
and they just figured it out on their own. Just-
They did. They just let nature take their course because they had nobody else on this island for years telling them how to be grown-ups. And it's like a sexual awakening movie. It's like teen softcore porn from the 80s. It's ridiculous.
There's Casper and Wendy.
I have it on VHS, by the way. I also have Casper on VHS, too.
Oh, Casper.
Stage 2 of Sexual Awakening.
Okay, no.
I'm reading it. Yes, I'm reading it.
No. All right.
It's
Goodbye,
just,
everyone.
It's a tiny little thing. It just says, but I'm not a shallow person. Honestly, I'm not. But when Devon Sawa spun Cat around and revealed his face to us as if the heavens beamed down a light of happiness, in that moment I became very aware of the fact that I would do a lot of things to trade places with Cat.
I think Nate's having a sexual awakening right now.
And then it says, I mean, look at that face.
I know. He's so precious.
Yeah.
Casper, man.
That movie was
and
a
then
big deal.
Yeah. Then he like whispers in her ear and he's like, "Can I keep you?" And
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh my god, yes."
You know what's funny? I don't know who the fuck Devon Sawa is, but Christina Ricci is off the chain. Christina Ricci is
I love
off
Christina
the
Ricci.
chain.
She was also in another one of my favorite kid movies, Addams Family. Huh?
Would you go interview with the Vampire Halloween movie?
Yeah, it was a great movie. That's one of my favorite movies. It's in my top 5.
Ooh, Addams Family. That's a
I don't
good
know if
one.
it holds up. We need to watch it again. We watched it like a year ago.
What one? Oh,
Yeah.
Who
interview.
interviewed her? Who was the interviewer in that movie?
Christian Slater.
Oh, Christian Slater.
I love Christian Slater.
Let's go back to Christian Slater.
What were their names again? It was
Louis and Lestat.
Lestat. Yeah. They didn't remake that movie. Not remake it, but I
Oh,
know Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt.
guess
in that movie
what?
Again.
They are. Anne Rice just signed a deal on, I think...
On the adapting the set or whatever.
What?
Wasn't it like a series?
Yeah, they're making it a series.
Like an anthology.
The Vampire Chronicles is going to be a series, and I couldn't be more excited.
Did Tom Cruise
because
and
I
Brad Pitt ever
read
do anything
all
together
of them, and I
after that?
loved them. Huh?
Did Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt ever do anything after that movie?
I don't know.
Together?
I don't know.
I don't think
Not
so.
Sure.
Well, I don't know.
Damn it, I had a tangent that was totally in the ballpark with what you were just saying about movies, Halloween movies. You brought up one. It was before you brought up Interview with the Vampire. What's the other one you said?
Addams Family.
Addams Family.
That's
is
probably
so good.
Good go-to Halloween movie.
Yeah.
Also with Christina Ricci.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I brought it up.
That was the point.
Christina Ricci was the Halloween girl that everyone wanted.
The Halloween It Girl.
Halloween It
The
Girl.
Halloweeniest.
Or Winona Ryder, Beetlejuice.
Well, yeah. Totally.
We've come for your daughter, Chuck.
She was like
But I didn't
the
see
epitome of 80s, 90s It Girl.
But I didn't see Beetlejuice as a kid.
I loved Beetlejuice.
Oh,
I have that on
yeah.
VHS too.
I don't know why it ever went on my radar as a kid.
I
Oh, it
loved
was
the
so
cartoon.
good.
Me and my brother watched the cartoon all
I did too.
the time.
I loved the cartoon.
It was a cartoon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Yeah, we watched the cartoon
It was on
before the movie
Nickelodeon.
ever came out, if I remember right. Or I don't. Well,
No, the movie
when you're
came out.
kids, you don't know if you're just like having to wait or
Right,
not.
right.
You know, but I mean, I watched the cartoon all the time.
I loved the cartoon. It was a good one.
Yeah.
Another Halloween movie that we neglected to talk about, you sort of side mentioned it earlier, is Death Becomes Her.
Yeah, it's one of my
That's
favorites.
One of my favorite Halloween movies ever. I feel
I
like
love
we should
it.
probably watch it tonight, actually.
Yeah, we probably need to.
We wanted to go as the main characters for Halloween.
Yeah, like the movie cover, like I think
Yeah,
it's the VHS
it's
cover with the
I had that
candlestick through the
Ernest. Ernest, dear.
Yeah, you can be Bruce Willis's Ernest.
I'll be Bruce Willie.
Yeah, you could be Bruce Willie.
Yeah.
Bruce Willis, my jam. Which one did you want to be? Did you want to be Mad or Hell?
Ooh.
Did you want the twisted neck or did you want the hole in the stomach?
I don't know. I can't decide. I can't decide.
Red dress or white
I know.
dress?
I feel like I need to be whoever's taller.
I just have to look like I'm homeless.
We'll have to look online.
Have you
and
ever
get some
seen Death Becomes
inspiration.
Her?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so funny. It's one of the
You have an
funniest,
assignment.
best movies.
Like
1991.
Yeah, early
Yeah.
90s.
So
For sure.
Bruce Willis is Ernest, and he is with this lady who.
That makes so much more sense. I thought you were talking about you're going to dress up as Bruce Willis as Ernest from Ernest Scared Stupid. I was like, that's a weird costume choice.
No. Let me explain this movie.
Please
this,
do.
I fucking love this movie.
Please
I
do.
have it like memorized because it was one of my night movies for a while in high school.
In high school?
Well, I had to like alternate, you know, like because I'll get
Wasn't
like
Heather's also
fed
in your
up.
night movies?
No, Heather wasn't a night. That's not a good night movie. That will put you in a fucking funk.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You wouldn't be able to sleep that night. You're gonna be just.
no, it just
That would make me afraid for my next day.
Yeah, it's too icky
Yeah.
to watch before bed consistently. You know, I prefer funny shit like Robin Hood Men in Tights. You know, that's my current night movie again.
Carrie Ellis.
Yeah, my kid loves it, so I've been putting it on at night.
Does he have night movies?
He doesn't like watching movies when he goes to bed. He gets mad, but if he goes to bed, you know, I'll just...
Do you put Netflix on or something? Like TV?
Just my night movie.
Death Becomes Her synopsis.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Sorry.
I was talking about
Trying
that.
to help.
Yeah, so Death Becomes Her is about this woman who has a frenemy, and she like Meryl Streep's character is this glamorous aging beauty movie star lady whose like star is fading, and she's performing on off Broadway and getting, you know, terrible reviews and stuff. So her friend Helen, who's played by Goldie Hawn, brings Bruce Willis, which is her fiance, to meet Madeline and see if he can pass the Madeline Ashton test, because she's lost men to her before. Like they have a horrible frenemy friendship, love-hate thing. Yeah, and so of course he falls in love with her, and they get married at the very beginning of the movie. And then it flashes forward like 7 years, and Goldie Hawn's character is like this extremely obese, overweight, disgusting cat lady with like covered in frosting and eat Crisco out of the can, you know, and she's just like hell bent on revenge, you know, and then she gets like sent to therapy and all these things. And then flash forward a few more years, and she shows up, and she's gorgeous and beautiful, and has a book party, and they, you know, reconnect, and she's plotting to kill Meryl Streep's character. And then everything just gets crazier from there.
It does sound interesting.
It's really funny.
But let me...
Really good.
Okay. Not really a spoiler because it's in the title. Both those main female characters die. But they have this elixir that they've taken to be young forever. It keeps them from dying. So they both die gruesome deaths. Like,
and then immediately come back from the dead.
Hilariously. So it's like
Then
this...
it's just them. So then they just keep trying to kill each other?
No, it totally takes a whole different twist.
You have to watch this movie. I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah, totally.
Everyone needs to see this movie.
I absolutely agree. That was a great one.
This Halloween season.
Yeah, I feel like there's so many movies going through my head right now that like I'm thinking about when I was a kid and what movies used to just be on that I would be like actually afraid of when I was a kid.
Like Little Monsters?
We haven't even talked about Stephen King and the role of Stephen King movies, but like other ones like, remember Arachnophobia was a big deal.
Oh, fuck that
and
movie.
Candyman was a big deal.
Tony Todd.
And Hellraiser.
Hellraiser was gross.
Yeah, Hellraiser.
That was a yucky movie.
Children of the Corn.
Freaks, yes.
That was a yucky movie.
Yeah, but Stephen King was a big like. Ooh.
All the classics.
That was
Stephen King.
scary when I was a kid. Like really
Pet Sematary
scary.
scarred me.
Me too.
Pet
It really
Sematary.
did.
It
I
was
don't
really
want to watch
creepy.
it. I don't want to watch it.
I don't want to watch it either.
It was-
Now that I'm a mother, I don't
Yeah.
ever want to see that again.
I want to be buried in a pet cemetery.
Whoa.
Little Ramones for you.
Left field. But yes, that was a
Stephen
scary
King.
movie. Cujo was scary to me when I was a kid.
Yeah,
And,
Cujo that's a harsh
Carrie?
movie.
Carrie was
harsh.
was scary.
In a different
Carrie
way.
was scary.
You know what? I thought
But-
Child's Play was fucking horrifying.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
Before it became funny.
yes.
Speaking
movie
of
was
before it
scary.
came funny, the Leprechaun.
Yeah.
Right? Like I loved those movies and Leprechaun and the Puppet Master. Remember
Oh yeah, Puppet Master.
Yeah.
That movie scared me more than it should have.
I know. I have rewatched that one like in recent years, and it's so cheesy.
I feel like we watched it maybe like a year or two ago.
I don't know.
One
We were
of
watching
them.
the Creep Show stuff.
Yeah,
a little
Creep Show
while
was
there.
great.
What's
Yeah.
a really sad fact about me is that I thought the Leprechaun and Willow were interchangeable movies.
I loved Willow.
I feel like Willow was about the Leprechaun, and I was like, this is weird.
I only learned about Willow a couple years ago because Veronica had never heard of it before. I had no idea what it was.
Ron Howard made it.
Yeah.
That was a really great movie from my childhood. I loved Willow. Val Kilmer was excellent in it. I watched it a couple months. I always say the other day, and the other day for me is probably like a year ago, to be honest. But the other day I watched it with Ollie, and he didn't like it. And I was so disappointed. He thought it was boring.
He might need to be older.
Yeah, but then once the monsters showed up at the end, he got into it. He just didn't like the journey of it, which I thought was funny because when I was talking to him, he was at his dad's house the other day, and he was watching The Lord of the Rings, and he said that it was boring.
Nice.
There's a lot of talking.
I was like, there's a lot of walking in that movie, huh? And he's like, yeah.
I've watched the extended cuts.
I liked the Lord of the Rings movie. I just can't expect a 4-year-old to sit there.
I'm looking at my Blu-ray collection, trying to reminisce and think about if there's any good.
There's certain movies that I don't know if they're like horror movies, but I don't know if I'd call them Halloween movies. Like there's like those ones that you're like, I can watch that anytime. It's not really a Halloween specific.
I got a great Halloween specific movie that is a must talk about. The first two, anyways, Saw and Saw 2, masterpieces.
Saw was great, but it's like you don't have to necessarily. I mean, they
talking to Mike.
Halloween time, but I don't know if we'd call it Halloween time.
It's okay. What now?
I don't think I'd call it a Halloween specific movie. It came out at Halloween time, but like there's that variation of like what
I see
movie
what you're
is
saying.
quintessentially Halloween to you, and what movie is a horror movie that you enjoy.
Well, a horror movie I enjoy is The Shining.
Right.
It's not really a Halloween movie. It's more
okay, I get the categorizing of that.
Because there's movies like you could watch like because if it's just a horror movie, but like a lot of times you just watch horror movies in Halloween time, so it's a really weird back and forth.
For me, I don't really watch a lot of horror movies
'cause you could say,
anymore,
like-
especially not at Halloween. I watch like the family Halloween movies.
Yeah,
these days.
The
So
more
all the
fun,
movies that I
loving
watch
ones.
are specifically Halloween
Let's go to Halloween
ones.
Town.
You know,
I loved Halloween Town and Return to Halloween Town,
And not the ones after that.
Not the ones after that. You're absolutely right.
Basically, once they replaced the main girl, I was like, I'm out.
Pretty much.
I think I brought this up at the first Foodies this year, but The Guest is a great movie that is around Halloween that I think people should check out. And it is creepy and horrifying and horrible. And, you know, another great horror movie, Ingrid Goes West. You should check that out if you haven't.
I listened to the podcast about that with you guys, and sounds messed up.
Yeah, it's on Hulu.
Yeah, I'll have to watch it.
Definitely.
I would recommend people watch that movie just to be, so
Be
they
aware.
can be exactly. I was going to say acknowledge, but to be aware is a better way to put it. That is out there.
A Black Mirror episode.
I still haven't watched Black Mirror. Everybody keeps talking to me about it.
It's good.
That's what I hear.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a good Halloween movie. I'm fading fast, guys.
I know it's been a long day. I mean, I feel like we talked about a lot of the quintessential good ones that we liked. Are we missing any?
Yeah.
I mean,
that we can think of off the top of our
there's
head?
Nightmare on Elm Street stuff, and
Yeah.
those are good horror movies
Yeah,
again.
but I feel like horror and Halloween go hand in hand. That's why, like, who is it does the 30 Days of Halloween? Is it ABC?
Not ABC, yeah, but it's not ABC Family anymore. That's like
Oh, it's on that.
Freeform now.
I don't. Does they still do 30? I don't know. Doesn't
Freeform
matter.
was doing something that I recently read about that I wanted to talk about. What?
I remember what we were going to talk about on here.
Oh.
The Huluween, those shorts we were watching.
Oh yeah.
The little, I don't know if you watched any of those, but they did like a horror contest for short movies, like 5-minute shorts that are on Hulu. We watched a bunch of them. What were some that stuck out to you guys? Do you remember?
I don't know. They were silly.
They were.
They were silly little
The
shorts.
Hug.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God, that was fucking terrifying.
They're like
yeah.
Goosebumps for grown-ups.
Yeah.
5-minute little vignettes.
I actually watched some Goosebumps recently. It was on Netflix or Hulu. Had the original Goosebumps shows.
Sweet.
Some of those
Ollie and I
were the
watched some.
creepiest ones. Like
The Tower of Terror one was
Tower
scary.
of Terror.
Night of the Living
the Mask
Dummy.
always was really
I
creepy.
love the
because
Haunted
the mask
Mask.
didn't come off, and it,
That was a creepy one, yeah.
The Haunted Mask and Haunted Mask 2, which
I
were
don't remember
books
the one
11
where,
and
like-
36.
I remember the one where they're in like a town and like the people go crazy at night and like try and like get into the house and they're like,
Oh, I don't remember that one.
oh, so many good ones.
Shocker on
The
Shock
one-
Street.
The one with the camera with the
Oh, Say Cheese and Die, bro.
Yeah, that was my
which,
favorite.
which also known as Final Destination 3, because they stole that
the same
100%. Literally, because the movie in Final
all
Destination
pictures.
3 was
It's
the
all
picture and it would tell the future of what was going to happen. It's like, come on.
I didn't like the Final Destination movies.
liked all of
Also
them.
starring Devin Sawa.
he was the kid
Oh,
in
man.
the
Ali Larder,
first
too.
one. Hey. See,
That full circle. There we go.
There you go.
I
he's
love
technically
the
also
first
fifth
two.
one, if you think about it.
That was fun. When are we going to play our Kevin Bacon game, damn it?
I heard you guys talk about that too.
Ooh.
I've been dying to do a Kevin Bacon game.
I was trying to do a 6 degrees separation with some movies. I was like, I wonder if I can get between. I think it was all the A Star Is Born movies. I was trying to figure out if there's a sixth. Because I was like, once I realized that Auntie M was in the first, I was like, oh, well.
Yeah, how do you connect all the Stars Born movies? That's a fun one. I bet we could.
I would suck at that game.
The only thing that I couldn't quite figure out is because.
Well, the first one is Auntie M. It
Right.
was in that with, and then she was in Wizard of Oz with Judy Garland, who was in A Star Is Born.
But the getting from her to the one with Streisand, her and Streisand sang together in a show, but it wasn't a movie.
Oh.
Okay.
So you can connect outside of movies, because then you can get from.
Well, we're not doing a movie to movie. We're still doing
right.
You know, like
and then
she was
Streisand
in
did everything,
so
and then
many
you get Streisand
movies.
did the new one through probably Sam Elliott, because Sam Elliott probably did something with her.
I wonder if you could connect her through her daughter Liza Minnelli. Because she was more of a 70s
Liza Minnelli might have done
personality
something
like
with
Barbara.
Streisand, I'm sure.
I don't know.
Maybe something with Gaga. I feel like Gaga did something with probably Liza Minnelli. Or Bradley Cooper. Who knows?
I don't know.
It don't matter.
I'm going to think about that, and I'll get back to you next episode.
Was Liza Minnelli the one on Arrested Development? Was that Liza? No. That was the other daughter.
I don't know.
You guys ever watch Arrested Development?
No, actually.
It's a good show.
I'd seen it here and there. I never watched it consistently.
That's good.
One thing I want to mention before we get on here, because we're getting close to Friendsgiving. It's pumpkin pie season, guys.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking, no judgment if we don't want to do this. Should we do a pumpkin pie off this year and make a bunch of different pumpkin pies?
I don't make pies well.
Okay.
I really don't like making pie.
Okay, well then it's out. Game over. Settled.
But I will make a pumpkin cheesecake.
Oh shit! Now we're talking.
Let's make a pumpkin treat.
Ooh, everybody makes a pumpkin treat.
Because everybody makes pumpkin pies. I love bars.
So
coffee and bars.
To represent.
Yes.
And then I can do a taste test.
Yes.
And I'll make the pumpkin cheesecake.
That'd be good.
I'm into it.
Somebody can make pumpkin scones. Or pumpkin muffins.
I'll bring pumpkin.
I'll make pumpkin pie.
And be like,
hey,
like,
I actually don't really like pumpkin spice lattes.
I don't like pumpkin spice in most. Pumpkin drinks seem weird. I had a pumpkin beer. Don't have a pumpkin beer.
No.
No, I had it at my bachelor party. He's like, oh, you should try the pumpkin beer. I was like, oh, I'll try it. And it was, don't try a pumpkin beer. No. The
Sometimes
aftertaste
pumpkin
is awful.
just doesn't need to be in things.
It's like someone took like a regular craft beer and just poured it through a pumpkin and then gave it to you.
Ew.
Not good.
I don't think I would like that.
Rough aftertaste.
I used to make really good pumpkin spice cupcakes, though. Like my pumpkin spice cream cheese frosting was legit because I bought this bottle of really good pumpkin spice
I always like the
flavoring.
Pumpkin seeds. Those were always good.
Oh, yeah. I used to make like Cajun flavored ones. You just season them like before you bake them with whatever you want. And I would make the Cajun ones.
Put
They
them
were
in a bag
good.
and just take those to a movie. Be sad.
Nate doesn't like them.
You like pumpkin seeds? They do anything for you? You a sunflower seeds guy?
Oh yeah, sunflower seeds my jam.
Nate carved a pumpkin with Ollie the other day.
I did, and then we burned him in a fire.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
How very Darth Vader.
On purpose or accident?
On purpose. Oh, okay. So little backstory. You got a little bit of this on JIC last week. We were going to a show, and a tree almost fell on us. Well, it did fall on my pumpkin, and it hurt part of my pumpkin, and it was already getting the pucker face because it was so cold out. You know,
It was starting to cave in and
so
a little bit.
Ollie and I built a bonfire the other night, and I was like, "Hey, dude, you want to throw these pumpkins in it?" And he was like, "Yes!" So excited. So we did. I threw my pumpkin in it, and then out of nowhere, like 10 minutes later, he comes down from going up to the top part of the house. He's like, "I brought this one too. We're gonna burn this one too." I was like, "Oh, I guess we're burning your pumpkin too, bro." He's like, "It's time." All right, let's go. Like,
you have a good time with that kid.
Yeah. We have fun adventures, and I get him. I understand him. So he's great.
You want to send us home?
Oh, yeah. As always, folks, this has been Foodies Watching Movies. You guys can check us out on the Journey into Comics Network at journeyintocomics.com. Get us on iTunes, Podbean, Stitcher Radio, Google Play Music, or Spotify. Also, check us out on Patreon, where you can give us $1 for early access and exclusive content by going to patreon.com/Journey into Comics. I almost got through that without a fucking entire mess up. That was impressive. This has been our Halloween special, guys.
Yeah,
Thank you guys.
Halloween,
Happy
everyone.
Halloween, everyone. Hope you're enjoying this spooktacular Wednesday. See what I did there? It's a Walk Among Us Wednesday. Mm-hmm. So if you're following our band, check our shit out.
Yeah.
Oh, check out our
Happy
Kickstarter.
Halloween.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Well, AP, do you have anything to add?
I am good.
V, good?
I am awake.
I am awake.
Yeah, the second cup of coffee was good. I'm awake.
I am asleep.
I feel asleep. You good, Sarah?
Yeah, I think so.
Was there anything you wanted to add? Did we miss anything?
I don't know. I've been pondering in my head whether Donnie Darko is a Halloween movie or not.
Well, yeah, because it takes place around Halloween.
Yeah, that was all.
That's a fucked up movie.
That was a fucked up movie. That was a real dark one.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, S. Darko was a stupid movie.
Oh, that was
didn't
dumb.
Like it.
Darko, just like
that was
just
dumb.
doing something weird.
It was like Coachella bitches trying to be artsy.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know why I said that. That was horrible.
I don't like it.
I'm tired. I want to go to bed.
All right, folks. Well, for season 3, episode 3 of Foodies Watching Movies, I'm Nate.
I'm AP.
I'm Veronica.
Sarah.
And we will see you guys later. Enjoy your Halloween and eat fearless. Later.